1, 2, 3, laugh in circles, yeah.
And this is a long walk, a quote from A Long Walk to Freedom by Nelson Mandela. The oppressed and the oppressed alike are robbed of their humanity. When I walked out of prison, that was my mission, to liberate the oppressed and the oppressor both. Some say that has now been achieved, but I know that that is not the case. The truth is that we are not yet free. We have merely achieved the freedom to be free, the right not to be oppressed. We have not taken the final step of our journey, but the first step on a longer and even more difficult road. For to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. The true test of our devotion to freedom is just beginning. Do you identify one person in your life to whom you feel that this resonates? Do you agree with Mandela when he said the way to prison, to freedom is longer, and until others are free, you cannot be free?
Mainly because, let me say, I'm somehow empathetic to others. So when I'm out there and see people violating human rights, because I'm not really this person who knows a lot about human rights, but for the few, because I think I've gotten into this for like a few months, but for the few months I've known about human rights and all that, I've seen a lot of it be violated out there, like in the community, in our families, because we grow up in families when they're violating human rights, but you don't know that they're doing that. That's why I think it's good to go out there and educate others about their rights, because a lot of people don't know about them. Let me say, like me, I was in the dark. A lot of things happened to me, and I would say if I had the knowledge I have right now back then, it would have been a different story or case, which did happen. So I think we still need to educate too many people. I think last time I read a book here that had like where they teach human rights in high school and all that. And I remember asking you, why didn't we learn about this?
Because you're not there yet.
Why didn't? Because I was asking myself, because I was reading that book and I saw like the importance, the impact, and I'm like, this is supposed to be in school. Why aren't kids learning about this? Like mostly a lot of adults have the privilege to learn about human rights and all that, but kids, or let me say teenagers, they don't have that privilege. And I'm glad anyway I got that privilege of learning about human rights and all that, and I hope to be the light, to go out there and make sure at least the little knowledge I know, others also know and get to know they can fight for themselves.
Do you think Mandela is right when he says?
Yes, he is very right. Because if you might be free, but when your neighbor is not free, because we never know, like, there's the way the world moves around, and you don't know who's going to help you tomorrow. You can be here today, hey, I'm free, I don't need that person, but then just rotating, you reach some certain point, and that person is, you need them. They're supposed to do something that you need. Now imagine you didn't help them back then, or you just, they were not free and you didn't care. In most cases, they will do the same thing to you. So, to be free and to live in freedom, our society and everyone around us is supposed to be free. Yes.
For one, I would say Dr. Esther Nyanzi. For reasons, 2017, there were women and girls being murdered.
Yes.
So she came out. She's an employee of. She was then an employee of Makerere University, and she left a comfortable workplace to come and speak for the rights of girls and women who were being murdered. So she inspired me, and I had to get into that campaign. And since then, she has never given up
Yeah.
fighting for rights until I think it's the reason why it has cost her her stay in the country. She's now in exile. Then maybe we have got another group called Freedom Movement Uganda, headed by John Mbazira, a former guilty president of Chambogo University. Reason why most students, after leaving tertiary institutions, their activism about or their leadership just ends there. But he has decided to take fighting for human rights right into the community. That's why he started the Freedom Movement Uganda. And I believe that that kind of spirit that these two I have identified resonates well with Mandela, who says that you are not free until others are free.
Personally, I look back towards me, because like growing up, I wasn't so much violated because I was the only child to my mom. So she was so protective. Though for her, she used to give me good sticks. But the moment outsider comes and you just touch on me, so you will face her in person. So for me, growing up, I wasn't, because though she wasn't so rich, but in most cases, whatever I needed, she provided. She tried her best. But I saw a lot of people, children, who even who were brought up by their stepmothers, couldn't eat. The food was there, but they were not even allowed to eat. Growing up in a village here like Zana, I know a lot of people stereotyped us like Awayaga, Zana, though they are Wayaga in that village, but not all of us. And even if that one takes his drugs, but a lot of people take, a lot of boys we grow up with take drugs, but they are so productive. So, and coming to HIV, I grew up in an era where HIV was rampant. It's like a lot of discrimination, a lot of stigmatization, a lot of violation of this, the people who at that time had HIV. I don't recall, we had a neighbor, but they isolated that lady. And my mom, over the weekend, could go there to clean her up. But her real mom, her real siblings couldn't even touch her. So my mom was working, so she had to go there over the weekend to clean her, to do it and everything. So I know what it takes to be discriminated and being violated when it comes to human rights. So, and then coming, that's where I have that passion of working in HIV and human rights, and I would like to be one of that change, to be one of the people who bring the change in my cause of what she or he is. And I will say K, because what I like with K is in this fight, not because of money, but she's in this fight because she has a passion. Our first priority is the well-being of our people. So that's why I'm here, and that's why I look up to me, okay. And then when, yes, Mandela is right, because the truth is, some of us were so quiet, those are political prisoners. A lot of we are okay. Our sex worker, but look at these shootings going on. We are very okay. Up to the time it will reach, let me say, to stone. Everyone will be like, but I think this thing is serious. Because it is on the
The
person
person
you know.
you know.
You know.
So for me, I think he's right. Like the oppressors think they are not oppressed, but in reality they are. Because in most cases they are just being used. They are on orders. Like go and attack that one, kill him. Go and do this. You are oppressed. You are not working on your.
On
For me, I think Mandela was right.